I virtually grew up with girls. In my home, I had my grandmother, mother, and I am only brother for 3 sisters. My upper primary, up to my upper primary, I studied in an all girls high school where we were 30 boys among 1,000 girls. Let us go back to that journey and what I discovered over there. Good evening, everybody, fellow Toastmasters. This school is Kraistav Mahalayam beside my home in Albi. In exceptional cases, they used to enroll boys up to 7th standard. Courtesy to my sister who was a rank holder, I got an admission. Those days, there were British teachers. I had my basic English from British teachers like Miss Kim, Miss Pear, Miss Smith, and I fondly remember them. Because of the close proximity to the ladies, inadvertently affected my life socially. The school, they encouraged reading. My reading was always girlish books, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, then Alice in the Wonderland. I had no heroes. I was always thinking about heroines, Joan of Arc. Coming to the games, we never played anything which requires physical strength. We always played girls like ring, throw ball, like that, small things. I never played volleyball, football and basketball. Later in the life, I never gained adequate competency in any other games other than little bit of cricket. Needlework was compulsory, it's a girls' school. Every time I used to forget the needle box. I stand outside, I used to write imposition. Never ever I will forget to bring the instrument box. Still, when I reached 7th standard, I mastered machine stitching. Even now, I don't allow my wife to needle anything in my dresses and help her out. The British teachers, they were using lipstick and nail polish. I got inspired. I used to nag my sisters so that I also will have some nail polish. The ladies, they used to have mannerisms like shaking hands, biting nails. I was unusually shy for a boy. There were 2-3 nun teachers, they were all wearing gowns. One day I went to my grandmother and asked, can you have some money? I want to get some dresses for the nuns, thinking that they are poor. And according to a system in late 60s, I used to wear earstuds. You can still see the hole. In my 5th standard, what happened is that I became very upset and ashamed one day. One girl, she came to me and told me that the earstud that you are wearing is similar to that of my mother. Oh. That same day I gave up wearing that. Never ever I looked into it. Never. The teachers over there, you know what they did? They were oriented and they were nurturing. They were encouraging the girls to come up nicely, and they were citing role models, and they believed that the system should be always a girls' school. And they looked at us similar, where they looked, if I am having hair nicely, possibly it's underspread. Even when I married, I had like this, he was not happy with that. And dressed nicely, then disciplined like a girl, okay, that also is there. When I went to my high school, it was entirely different scenario. Always St. Mary's High School, it was a boys' school. Notorious for discipline. There it is like a wild bloody soup. The children, they used to be very wild, insulting, biting, bullying, everything was there. They never cared about the looks. The girls, whereas they always cared about the looks. They used to have powder inside the boxes, always, even myself also. And even the girls, they used to sing, they used to dance, they used to entertain us during the leisure time. Here it is not like that. If they get a chance, they go to the play school. By evening, what happens is that the uniform is blue and white. It will turn brown because of attributed to the activities between the intervals. And the boys I found, they are more honest. And yes, it's like that. More honest, easy to read. And also, when it comes to solving something, they would do it then and there, you know. Girls, they get bullied very easy for clothes, for looks, and for dresses, they get bullied. They have many different tastes. When it comes to their actions, they have to see that a co-education system is sometimes hindering something, you know. In co-education, you know about Singha's this who is deprived, who is not influenced by, enticed by the other folk, and they become something like, they don't know how the women are. They become less knowledgeable or clueless about the girls, and the boys become clueless about the girls, and girls vice versa. I have seen later in my life, boys becoming nervous and awkward when they come across the girls. So co-education, if you grow up in such environment, in adolescentry and later adulthood, these kind of things could be avoided, where such social imbalances in a personality of one man's life could be avoided in such a scenario. Finally, I want to stress that if you are a man, and if you can treat a woman as a friend and not as a potential mate, then there is something that you miss while growing up. Am I correct or not? If you don't look at a woman as a friend, and if you look at her not as a potential mate, then there is something missing in the upbringing, I would say. Back to the cosmos of the day.